Bienvenidos a mi canal, me llamo Cody, bienvenidos a Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. Bueno, pasamos esta zona. No, tenemos que ir para allá, sí. A la tormenta. Vamos para allá. A ver. Me gustaría que pudiéramos interactuar más con los objetos. Es una conclusión mía, está el juego muy bien, pero eso es lo que le he hecho yo en falta, ¿no? Ha salido algo.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
A ver. ¿Qué es eso?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
Vamos, vamos.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
¡Oh! Me ha roto la espada.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your soul.
Come on.
Madre mía. Un poco de locura no viene mal, pero tanta.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
A ver, ¿ahora quién es?
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real.
Voy.
Go towards it.
Pero no tengo espada, ¿no? Vamos, Senua. Estás herida, pero no puedes superar todo esto.
There it is. You're imagining this. It's dead. He's gone. You were too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it wasn't.
No puedo correr. O lo intento, a ver.
Where are you going?
Intentando correr,
There's nothing to follow.
pero tampoco puedo. Pobrecita, está débil.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house.
Yo no paro.
Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren.
Y se ríe.
lonely.
Alguien se está riendo. No sé lo que hay ahí, pero voy a mirarlo. Oh, mira.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home. It does not ask you to swim against it.
Sí, madre, creo que era, si no recuerdo mal, era su madre, ¿no? O algo por el estilo. No recuerdo muy bien.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
Está muy jorobada, ¿eh?
It's the truth.
There he was,
Where
the lone figure of a boy.
is he? He's there, under the tree.
Saw play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him.
You have to keep doing it.
The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt
Por ahí una subida.
a ray of hope.
Pero quiero ver, a ver si hay algo por aquí. Hay una subida. Hay un barco. Por aquí hay algo. ahí nos van a llevar a muchas cosas, pero parece que allí hay algo. Ahí atrás. Esta subida, pero luego hay otra ahí también. Ah, es la misma, vale. Subir por aquí que por esas escaleras da igual. Yo es que he visto aquí como una especie de puerta. Me ha parecido verlo. Con unos símbolos rojos. Míralo. No puedo. Vale, no puedo. No puedo hacer ahí nada. Voy a intentar acercarme otra vez y hacerlo. Concentrarme, nada. Entonces tenemos que seguir por donde íbamos. Porque no creo que de aquí me deje saltar para abajo, ¿no? Para abajo o hacia abajo. No me deja, no. Tenemos que bajar. Dar toda la vuelta. Yo decía, no, a lo mejor es un... Ah, pero mira, este me lo he saltado.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
No, vale. No, es que quería escucharlo, por si acaso está hablando de una espada que se clavaba en un árbol. A ver si es lo que tengo que hacer por aquí o... No sé, porque no podemos entrar en esa puerta. Vamos a seguir hasta el final, vamos a ver qué ocurre.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face.
¿Con qué intención?
Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Sí, me lo imagino, se los comió. Mira, ¿Puede ser ese árbol? ¡Hala, qué bonito! Sí, tú también te has alegrado, ¿eh? A ver.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew.
No, ni estás herida ni nada.
Dance with it.
Ya no estás ni herida. Fíjate. Qué alegre está.
What's your name?
Ah,
Senua.
se le ha cambiado la cara, ¿eh?
I'm not. I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Tenemos que entrar ahí, seguramente. Ahora sí estás herida.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't
Ah, por aquí.
survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree.
Pero no puedo ir al árbol.
Tree. What's he trying to tell you?
Solo...
He's waiting for you by the tree.
¿Qué hay ahí? Espérate. Ah, no, no tiene... No tiene símbolo. Ah, pero... Y ese tampoco tiene, me parece, ¿no? Ah, este sí tiene.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
No, es que me estaba alejando y se estaba escuchando cada vez menos. Pues me tenía que dar la vuelta para no dejar de escucharlo. ¿Y este tiene o no? También tiene símbolo.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Los entierra vivos. Ocurre eso, digo yo.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the
Vale.
shards. What's the shard?
Los fragmentos de metal, o sea, que serán las opciones azules, estas.
The metal, the runes.
Que no hay más por allí, ¿no?
That sword.
Sí,
Go to the shard.
hay más por allí. Pues vamos a empezar por esta. No, vamos a empezar por aquella de allí.
Where is it? Find it.
There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes.
Vale.
Get closer.
No, porque esas eran las que hemos dicho nosotros que no había símbolo. ¿Os acordáis?
Go. Come on. Can you see?
It's in your mind.
Pues vamos a empezar por esta.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Bueno, sí, ¿qué? Bueno. Que son 4 o 5 fragmentos seguramente. Porque he visto 3, 4 creo.
His face. What is it? What does it see? Get closer.
sé, pero quiero verlo.
The mask is here to watch you. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world.
¿Eh? Cambiado de sitio la máscara.
It's nice here. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. Safe here.
Vale.
It's light here.
Ah, vale. Creo que lo he comprendido. Venga. Venga, hombre. Ahora no me deja. Tengo que... Claro, es que antes lo he hecho, pero me he confundido. Ahora. Porque es que... Vamos a ver. Si cojo esta tendré que hacer otra cosa primero.
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
A ver qué es esto. Otro símbolo.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Calling you. Dillian, we're here. Dillian. We're nearly here. We're coming. Dillian.
Vale. Ahora sí puedo pasar.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous.
No lo sé, pero ahora lo sabré.
What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillian, there he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through him. Before he disappears. Dillian, don't lose him. Slip away too many times. You always let him disappear. Dillian, there he is. Quick, where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see.
Siempre las dejo abiertas por si acaso.
Peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching
Está por
away
aquí.
from the
Vamos a ver dónde,
And Senua explored new
dónde
paths
puede
into their
estar. Vamos el símbolo. Una F.
You can't go up there. You can't go up there. Not in this world. No. Not in this world. There's no way. You can't.
Una F.
Do you remember the way he looked?
Que puede ser cualquier tontería. te puedas imaginar. Que por ahí arriba no podemos subir. Esto no es. Esto tampoco.
He didn't believe that she was cursed. He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
A ver. ¿También te lo indican desde abajo o no? Ah, no he leído esta, espérate.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
No, desde aquí no vemos nada, ¿no? Vamos a abrir esto. Un momento. Que desde aquí no nos deja. Ahora tenemos que descubrir cuál es, macho. Es que no lo veo, macho. Ya me está pasando igual que la otra. Es que algunas son complicadas de encontrar, ¿eh? Por aquí no está. O sea, por mucho que mire por aquí, no está. Está desde aquí abajo.
Do you remember what it was to touch it?
A ver.
Dillian's in the tower. He's there.
A ver dónde está esto. Madre mía. Tiene que estar por aquí. Por ahí no podemos subir.
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
¿Verdad? Qué puñetero.
He was the only one that didn't
Madre.
the curse. He loved her so much.
Qué puñetero, macho. Es que te hacen a...
He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong world. He's in the other world. The dark world. Without you.
¿Sabes qué? Espérate. Entonces... Esta está cerrada. Vale, pues entonces, a ver si es como yo creo. A ver si puede ser. Con esta, vale, con esta cerrada. ¿Y ahora podemos pasar o no? Así es.
There he is. Where are you taking me?
He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way.
Darkness is swallowing you both.
There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do this. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this,
Entonces, ¿ahora qué?
is slain.
Nobody will love her now. Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves.
She destroys the things she loves.
Me estoy concentrando, pero no.
She thought she had light within her when she came. She is pure darkness.
Porque no creo que puedas ahora. Una vez que has abierto,
He led you astray.
no creo que tengas que volver a hacer esto.
When you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him? This love has tortured you, and it tortures him.
No creo, ¿no?
He was kind to her.
Porque se aparece cerrada. Y esta también, no. Perdón, que tenía ganas de toser.
Everything gets broken in the end. You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Entonces vamos a ver si... Porque no tengo otra, o sea, o es concentrarte o concentrarte.
You have blood on your hands. You are guilty.
You will always be guilty.
Was it worth it?
Dillian doesn't know who killed him.
Es que no sé. No sé. Ok.
You have murdered.
You are guilty.
Yo sé que es algo así, macho. Joder.
Was it worth it? Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive.
Ah, mira lo que es. Joder.
Doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
Your curse is fate.
Vamos a ver. ¿Te quieres concentrar?
So you're cursed. You're cursed.
Joder, no se coloca, tío. Joder, macho. No se quería colocar. Mira que al principio lo he hecho igual. Nada, ¿eh? Otra puerta. No me digas, macho. Joder. Qué asquerositos. A ver, asquerositos. A ver. Primero voy a hacer... Vale, sé que hay que tocar eso, pero... Uf, y aquí hay otra. Uf. 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 Vale, no hay nada a no ser que me meta en la máscara, vale. Y aquí abajo, espérate. Por aquí abajo es por donde he subido, ¿no? Pues a ver. Nada. Vale, pues vamos a ver. Vale. ¿Cuáles son? No. Coño. A ver. Mira, si esa, creo que va a ser esa. No, a ver. Esta es una. Vale. La siguiente, a ver. ¿Dónde está la siguiente?
They mean nothing.
Es una especie... Mira, la especie de celta está ahí. Ah, pero puede ser por el otro lado. Vale, la celta está ahí.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. Even so, the gods cannot accept this.
Mira, he hecho bien en abrir las dos puertas porque... Ah, aquí está la M. Aquí está la M. Aquí está la M. A ver. Vale, pues ya sé dónde están todas. La última está ahí. Porque nos queda solamente la Z. Que la Z está allí. Y es por allí. Vale, ya tenemos todas las runas. Ahora podemos ir a abrir la puerta. Bueno, ya sabéis que nos podemos caer.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her
Vamos.
began to unravel.
Que no me voy a caer. No me voy a caer.
She's not going to fall. She's strong.
No me voy a caer.
You can do it, Senua.
¿Ves? No me he caído.
Oh, no! It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone.
Mierda.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world? You, and only you can see, just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
It's done. You did it, but there's more.
Bueno, chicos, lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Espero que os haya gustado. Darle un like si ha sido así. Suscribiros si no lo habéis hecho. Y compartirlo, que esto siempre ayudará a crecer el canal. Nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Chao, chao.